How do we start to create a continuum of growth that's supportive of entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial exploration from a young age?
There was an article in TechCrunch that asked Mark Andreessen, one of those who run the largest VC funds, when was the last time you saw a poor person?
What positive impact do we have on individuals and families if we provide longevity literacy?
We had talked about engagement and civic work in the barbershop. So we went from barber to first-time candidate to mayor pro tem.
And now research is saying that housing is now costing up to 50% of your income.
The impetus for the Guilford Dialogues was our interest in getting people together to talk about big issues that our communities face and trying to find ways that we can make a reflective impact on the communities that we're all from.
One of the unique features of the Guilford Dialogues is that people representing expertise from a variety of domains are coming together to have a multi-sectoral conversation. So you have people from venture capital, you have people from research and academia, you have people from nonprofit organizations, you have people from the government, both national, regional, and local. And having that intersectoral dialogue opens the domain to have interesting conversations and coming up with new ideas.
I really appreciate that Guilford College hosts the Guilford Dialogues. Too often we don't have time to sit down and talk to others and to really think. Listening to some best practices, listening to what people are thinking about, even if we don't have a proof point yet, and then sitting down with peers and with others that we may never have met before and starting to think about how do we make this happen.
All of us have this vast knowledge of information on how we can help our communities, how we can build and grow and develop our communities, but we don't see each other. We're all floating through life trying to make these changes, bring this help to the community, but we don't know each other. And when you come to Guilford Dialogues, you meet like-minded people working in your community, people working all around the country, local government, state government, all with the same idea, but different techniques on how we get there.
I hope definitely that it continues because of the range of voices that are in the room. These are folks that we need to have in the room at the national level. And I think the size of it is really good because it allows you to have dialogue and meet people in a very warm and welcoming environment.
So we purposely keep the Guilford Dialogue small because we want people to come together and to have some conversations on things that they might do in their communities around these big issues.
Now, what one realizes when one participates in dialogues such as this at Guilford is that there are many dimensions. There are social dimensions, there are physical dimensions, there are geographic dimensions, there are policy dimensions.
One may not have the answers to everything that we need, and that's okay. Being in that space where we can lean into what we don't know, innovate within the tools that we might not have access to, and be able to courageously encounter what our future can be together.
And all of these need to come together to find a solution, coming up with interventions at scale that a complex society like ours deserves.
What I really enjoy about the Guilford Dialogues is that it's sparking ideas and relationships and change that we can work on together, and also thought partners across the country, so that when we're approaching an idea or solution in Richmond, we can then go to our friends in Greensboro or our friends in Maryland who we've met through the Guilford Dialogues to say, you've been through this before, what can we learn from you? And I think that's really, really critical to being able to navigate the complexity and the stamina that it takes to approach the solutions to our community's issues.
At the end of the day, lots of people ask me, how can I make a difference on these issues? And so let me start from the most personal level. What do we learn from these sorts of data? I think each of us can personally make a difference. These kinds of data are starting to show us that change is possible. And I hope that by building on some of the things that I've been showing you here, we can all make a lot more progress going forward.
So our hope is that after 2 days of thinking about matters of economic inclusion, people will go back to their communities with some things that they can do. Find out how you can get involved in future iterations of the Guilford Dialogues. We'd love to have conversations with you about how we can collaboratively make an impact in addressing the educational needs of our communities, as well as find ways that we can enhance more economic inclusion for all of our neighbors.